It's not technically my fault if you go insane. You knew what was happening when you opened that door. You knew that madness was coming, and I am here. And it is hot, and I am not wearing my coat because that's crazy. Hello again, I am Mad Mel, the artist of madness. Welcome to my asylum. I hope you are mad enough tonight. Oh boy, look at my hair. Ha! Looks great. Anyways, yes, I have completed the coloring book, and tonight we are doing Ip Man Punch, Please. Pow! We are doing the cover tonight. Yay! And if time permits, I might do another hand drawing again from my portfolio. Wow! Ta-da! But that's if time permits. I haven't done anything besides just get the characters set up, and I'm ready to go. For those of you that are new here, that want to be a part of the Discord's up in the link. There! Hands. Anyways, yes. Hello, Demetria. Thank you for being here. Mad One, as always. Mad One from day one, thank you. And those of you that may be watching that aren't fully in yet, thank you guys. We got people still showing up. So, let's get this started. What are we going to talk about tonight while I draw? Because, of course, you came here to have conversations that people aren't really able to talk about because, you know, artists use lies to tell the truth. Or we can figure out the truth through the lies, however you want to put it that way. But throw in the chat, talk, you know, that algorithm machine we don't care about. We like to have fun here. Let me get a sip of gasoline. That's 93 octane. I don't like 93. This old 89. Anyways, let's get this music going. I'm going to flip over here real quick, show you the last couple of pages. Wow. And then I'm right back here. See? Full madness. So yes, here we are. This is what the cover is going to look like tonight. As you guys can see, there's a couple of things here. Put the little title up there. And then I'll put the whole boom, boom, boom here. Let's talk about life. Okay, cool. We'll talk about life. We can talk about life. That is perfectly fine. First off, let me show you the last two. And what part of life do you want me to talk about or that you want to hear about? I think the last thing you guys got to see was the Betty Boot with the baseball bat, right? So we got to get you guys caught back up. So we got our Net Runner 9. Bang! Look at that. That's pretty. Now I know somebody might be like, oh my god, I can't color that. Why not? Please do. Please do. By all means, please do. Because that's what it's here for. But that's pretty. I did a really good job on this. Got to touch that up, but that's next week, right? Touch up stuff. That's next week. I'm getting close though. Almost done. And we got number 10. Number 10. 9 and 10 were my showcase pieces for this. Because, man, this one, ooh-wee. Yes, sir. Look at her. Now, that's pretty. I don't care what you say. That is pretty. Look at this. Let's get in here. Look at that. Still got a little touch-up to do. But that, I still got to put a little bit more definition. But that's basically her hand and her hair. And she's dancing. Got to put some more definition in the arm. And then I'll give her a little bit more understanding here in the rest of her body. But working on this for 4 hours, I think is pretty good for that amount of time. Just consistently working on it because I really wanted to get this done. So I think it turned out well. And yeah, I'm quite pleased with it. Once I get completely done, I'm going to turn it into a short. Oh, you can't say that, man. You can't say that. You make it short. That shit takes a while, okay? And I'm mad. And I'm running an insane asylum. Like, what do you guys expect? Oh, let's see. Nice artwork. Thank you. And about life, I'll tell you guys about what happened in here today. So, patient A3312. I don't remember his name. But I do know he was out of his padded area. And he was having a fit. And guess what he did? He decided he wanted to have a moment of clarity. And he decided to climb up on a table. And he decided to show everybody, I don't need pants. I can just stand here and show you exactly what I'm talking about. And decided to turn around. And you know what happened after that? We grabbed him and took him into the room and gave him the electricity and put him back in a hut coat and put him back in there with a smile on his face. I don't know about the smile, but we tell everybody to keep smiling in here. It's better than just saying stop screaming, right? That's a joke, right? That's a joke. It's funny. It's funny because it's always madness in here. There's always some kind of noise. But this is the picture, last one for the coloring book. So that's number 10. That's number 9. And then we got the cover. So this is what we're working on today. And then once we're done, we'll go over here to the table and then we'll work on some more hand drawing stuff. Probably do the Penguin tonight. That's right, because we already did the Joker and we already did Bane. So now we got to do the Penguin. So let's hit this techno and see where we go. If we go anywhere. Keep smiling. Yeah, that's the only way. Tell them to keep smiling. You know, I get tired of hearing them scream. I get tired of that. Why me? Oh no, please. You know, get out of here. I strap myself in 2 to 3 times a week, right? My perfect setting is about a 10.5 to an 11. Sometimes a 12, depending on how mad I feel. Do not electrocute yourself. These are jokes. I hate that I even have to say that, but these are jokes. Don't do that. It's a joke. Chill. Right? Hate having to break the fourth wall to explain things that shouldn't have to be explained, but, you know, you got to explain when you got a smooth brain, right? So, you said, let's talk about life. Well, I can say that the game of life is, let's start with the game of life. The game of life, the actual board game, is hot garbage. Let me get that off my chest. Also, I got a big back alert. I saw something today that made me feel some kind of way. And I'll tell you guys about that in a second. But first, so, I know I said big back attack. I know, chill out. I had to re-catch myself after I said that. But the game of life, I don't like that game. I've never been a fan of that game. For whatever reason, I've never been a fan of that game. You're good at it. I didn't say I'm not good at it. I just said I just don't like it that much. You know, like, blah, 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 blah. Smooth brain talk. Waka, waka, waka. Right? He right? Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, the game of life is a silly game. I don't like that. As for real life, well, we all know real life's hard. We all know that. Real life is insanity. We all know that. But Mel, you know, they're just drawing, and I'm just, you know, why are you talking about real life stuff? Well, you know, we never get a chance to really talk about it. We're always in these echo chambers, right? And you can't hear anything because everybody's talking. And you know the one thing I don't like about smooth brains is because when they're around a lot of other smooth brains, they make this like squeaky noise, like almost like squeaky shoes on a wet floor, but it's got like this squeaky slosh sound because there's no actual density. So it's like squack, whack, whack, you know, it sounds like a putty. Like you know, like putties from what's that show? What's the Power Rangers? There we go. Shut up. I had to do it to remember. Leave me alone. But yeah, we had, you know, kind of like that. Sounds like a putty, like, you know, across the floor. Right? It's so much easier than saying other things to make fun of them. But yeah, no, I think that, life is hard because we don't ever get a full story. I think that that's my personal opinion. If you want my opinion. But, I don't want to ruin my show. But if you want my opinion, not saying, like, what is it, LeVar Burton used to say, you don't have to take my word for it. But if you want my opinion, I think that we have, life would be better if people didn't think that they understood what we all want in our best interest. Do you know what I want? And if you know what I'm talking about, it starts with, it's not hover mint. Starts with a G. Overmint. Guh likes mint. Right? So, those people, those people like to tell you what you like to do. What you should know, what you should do. Those are smooth brains. You shouldn't even listen to them. But Neil, what if I don't? What would I do? I don't have no guidance. That's where you have to figure it out for yourself. I can't. I need someone to tell me what to do. Well, what do you like to do? I like football and I like fishing. Okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. What about hard decisions? What about hard decisions? Well, I can't make any money. Hey, Galaxy, how you doing? Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. I'm making fun of real life. I hope you don't mind. You're going to have a good time. I'm making funny voices because it's hilarious. You have to make fun, right? Like, why get upset? We can't really do much, but we're here to enjoy ourselves, right? So, let's continue. Mel, what do you mean? I can't. I have to be worried. The shit on TV tells me I'm supposed to be afraid. Well, that's why you should watch better quality television. Well, my next door neighbor, he's digging a hole in his backyard. Okay. Oh, I'm doing good. Oh, I don't mind. Fantastic. My neighbor's digging a hole in the backyard and he's got a bunker and all this stuff. Fantastic. Great. Does your friend ever sleep? No, I want to be like him, I want to be protected. Okay, well, here's a theory. This is actually a real thing I've actually had a conversation with somebody. Oh, boy, the taper off. I love that. The stupid analytics thing. Let me get this out of the way first. To the overlords of YouTube, you are such a great entity to be a part of. I thank you so much for not allowing people to get their notifications when I'm on. I thank you so much because I know you're going to watch this video before you allow it to go fully out tomorrow, and that's cool. But I hope that you guys understand that messing with algorithms, especially with smaller channels, it really hurts us. So I hope you get it together, since the overlord AI conglomerate that you're making should be able to know this. And I hope it recognizes my face when it comes to find me. You know what I look like. Don't get it wrong. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. Because they're going to watch this. Somebody's watching this right now from the big office. So I'm glad. Maybe they'll stop that. I just wanted to address that because that was a hot topic on me. That was bothering me because I've had other mad ones tell me that, hey, I can't watch you. I don't get no notifications. Yeah, so I wanted to get that off my chest. So I'm good now. But where was I? Oh, yeah, that's right. I think I almost lost my train of thought. Let me go back. Let me rewind that. Oh. Nope, it's gone. I completely lost it because I went on a rant because I'm mad, right? Now, I know you guys might be thinking, but you're drawing these little things. Oh, life. That's right. Life. Life is difficult because of one diabolical thing with humanity, and I'll just say this now, and this will sum up life. Humanity and every human being, there's a few people that want to watch the world burn all the way to the ground, and those people nobody can do anything about. Those people are just by design, they want to just watch it all go down. They're miserable, they're jaded, and they don't see no worth anymore. There are other people that feel like their idea of a utopia requires people to be under control and subservitude to other people who have better ideas because of money. That is wrong as well. You know, the ability to let people figure out what they want to do and be able to live their life, you know, comes down to allowing people to live, not trying to govern what they're doing. But, well, there needs to be some type of government, something to control people. I mean, do you need someone to govern you? I mean, if that's the case, cool. Not everybody needs that. Not everybody, you don't know what's in everybody's best interest. But the buy-in is probably the worst thing in the world. Buying into ideas that aren't yours. Oh, the 1%. Well, those people, those are, everybody talks about like the 1%, right? I mean, they have the resources, yeah, and they do all the stuff that they're going to do, you know. And the fact that is kind of sad if you really think about it, that you have so much abundance and you don't know what to do besides just destroy humanity because you're bored and because you got too much money. Wooga wooga wooga, I'm so sad. Oh, poor pitiful you with all your money and all your shit. Oh my goodness. Must be hard lifting that bag, huh? But yet again, why be jealous of those people? Because living like that, it comes to what is your value of life? What do you want? That's what life comes to. What do you want? What's your ambition? What is your drive? What is the drive of people with life? Some people are driven by money and status. Fine, that's what you want. Cool. That's what most people are after. Not everybody, most. You know, I just feel like comfort in your reality and being able to be comfortable in yourself is good. But who cares about that? You know why? Because Terminators. That's why. That's why. Oh, by the way, let me tell you something I figured out today that I got to read. Did you know they're going to build another Hydro Collider that's bigger than the one that they have in Sweden and China? That they're about to build another machine? Yeah, I read that probably a couple hours ago. That's amazing, ain't it? Life, right? Life is a funny thing. Oh, well. Oh, wait, wrong way. Anybody else got something that they want to talk about? Throw it in the chat if you want to, or if you don't, it's up to you. How mad are you? It is so hot. We are all playing on a huge game board. Yeah, it feels like that. It feels like a huge game board. It does sometimes. Sometimes it feels like that. Sometimes it feels like nobody understands any damn thing. That's another thing too. I feel like more of everybody's mentally exhausted with everything. We're digging around in the garbage trying to find a boogeyman and somebody to blame, but we really ain't got nothing to really blame anymore. It's just kind of, we're just here, you know. I always think of like everybody, like life situation right now is kind of like being in an elevator and somebody passes gas. Like we're just in there dealing with it. You know, it's like, man, what? And then, you know, like, ah. And then it's just like, come on, man, are you serious? And then, you know, but the response with everyone else, for those of us that are aware, is usually like, I don't see nothing wrong. And it's like, oh, well, your smooth brain don't understand that it smells terrible in here. I don't see nothing wrong. Okay. Or you call them a smooth brain. Oh, well. There we go. Oh. Oh. We are accepting new patients if you're feeling mad and unstable. Just come to the Yes Institute for the Artistically Insane and we will take you in and get you right. Don't feel afraid. We have a patented design on all of our therapy sessions. Yes, that's it. Therapy sessions. There we go. Okay, now the cool part. What do you mean the cool part, Mel? Yeah, so here's the thing. We just did all that, and now I want to drop that down, right? I'm going to do that. That's silly. Because I want to do something different. I want to do the next part, which is the actual darker layer. Wait, you mean you drew that and then you put that to lower transparency? Yeah, I did. So that way I can make it a little bit sharper, right? Because that's how you sharpen up things. You drop the transparency down, then you come back through, and then you give it a little bit of a flash and pizzazz, right? You give it that little pop. Because everybody likes that little pop, right? Yeah, everybody likes a little pop. I like pop. I like a little pop. There we go. You know, give it a little identity, right? Yeah, we'll come back to that. I don't know what I want to do there yet. But it'll be cool though. I know this much. We can do that. And give a little of that. And then we got a little bit of that, right? That'll probably be a bodysuit more than likely. Cool. Alright, so we got that dude. Or chick. I'm still figuring out what I'm going to do with her hair. This guy, on the other hand, I know exactly what I'm going to do with him. Oh yeah, that's gonna be it. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Oh, that was a little too hard on that brush. Habit of being heavy-handed, right? You guys want to talk about anything? Got anything you want to say? Throw it in the chat. Chat's open. And talk about whatever you want. I really don't care tonight. I don't know what else to really talk about. I start off strong sometimes and I think of stuff and I'm like, I don't know if I should even bring that up. That sounds too crazy if I say that out loud. There we go. Yeah, that looks like a futuristic tie. that looks perfect as a futuristic tie. To those of you that might be just dropping in, hello. I'm over here working on the cover to my coloring book that I was just able to get finished with. So yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. For those of you that do not know what is going on, I have no idea what is happening right now. This is what's going on right now. That is what I am doing, because there are people that may not know what's happening here. I'm about to do this thing. You know what I'm about to do. There are people that are watching that may not know what's going on. I am drawing. That is what I am doing. I'm going to turn now back to the tablet, and I'm about to start drawing again. Now I'm erasing. And I'm erasing. Now I'm about to draw the other man's face. Now I'm just kidding with you guys. I'm not going to do this again, but I like to tease. You know, I like when people interact and stuff, and I like to have a good time. I like to tease around and kid, but I also don't put up with any asshats either, because sometimes you get asshats, you know, and it's like, what do you mean, Mel? You know, fixing some fried bananas. Oh, I haven't had any of those in a while. Actually, I don't eat bananas as much as I used to. And apparently bananas don't have as much potassium as people think. But I don't know. You know, like, when it comes to like how much does something have in it, only thing I wonder is how much plastic do I have in my food, right? Oh, Mel, don't you start with that. I'm not a plastic bottle. Don't you give me all that. What are you talking about? I'm sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to say that. Do you guys ever feel like things are just weird? Like, just weird? Like, nothing makes sense anymore? That's what I want to ask. That's what I'm asking. That's the question I'm about to ask. Do you guys ever feel like that? Like, you wake up and it feels like something just ain't right. Like, it's weird. Just nothing makes sense anymore. And it's not like, oh yeah, because, you know, I watched the news and the NASDAQ is going down and oh my God, oh God. No, not like that. Not like that, right? Not that kind of. What do you mean? What are you talking about? I mean, I watch the news and I see what's going on. Oh my God, and Alright, okay, here it goes again. More bad news. Nope, that ain't it. No news. Not watching the news. Just a feeling like, no man, just feel. Anybody remember that video from Soundgarden, Black Hole Sun, how everything was just happening in that video? It was like everybody was just living and doing stuff. And then the black hole came and sucked up everybody in it, and it was all over with. Not that it's like all impending doom. Not thinking like that, right? But it just feels like everything feels a tad bit off. Like it's like it's almost like if someone had a very loud speaker, but the speaker was slightly damaged, so it sounded a little off, like muffled. Things are strange and life is struggling backwards. Well, not necessarily struggling backwards. I think my opinion is that life is struggling sideways because people are now starting to see the truth. You know, the dream has been a buy-in. The things that we were going for, like, you know, the definition of the American dream all depended on who was having the dream, what dream that they were having, what was your definition of happiness is not the same as somebody else's. And then also the fact that people aren't necessarily gainfully employed like they used to be because the fact that they want to cut jobs and try to shorten things down because they're too ignorant, their brains are too smooth, and they don't fully get it. So now they're complaining and trying to get people to have incentives of doing things, I don't know, having children and stuff. But it's still, you're not dealing with the issue that people aren't gainfully employed making money, and you're not paying people. So people are going to have a hard time. Thus, you're creating the hard times that are happening. Who is that? The people. We all know who they are. I can't say much more because I like drawing on here. But they're a part of it too. You know? We've all been had. We've all been lied to. I feel like a lot of people are fighting hard because of the buy-in that they got stuck with. And nobody's, the problem is it wasn't the fact that you bought in. It wasn't the fact that you did what you thought that you needed to do. It was the fact that you doubled down on it. I don't have to say what people have done or who did what or said what, who shot John or who ran off with all the goods. But, you know, there are things, and we all are dealing with that. You can say, oh, well, you know, certain people do certain things, or if it wasn't for this, that's fine. But let's all remember one thing. It all revolves around imperialism. It all started with that. It will always end with that. But the easiest way to get people to not pay attention, which we do that heavily here in the facility, is, you know, the misdirection. We get people to buy in all the time. We'll tell them, hey, you want to have a pizza night? And they'll be like, yeah, we want a pizza night. Someone might be like, I want cheeks. And they'll be slamming their face against the glass and licking on the glass. So what do? We give them the illusion that they're getting cheeks and a party and a whole bunch of stuff, right? And then we tell them, if you act a certain way and you buy in, you'll get to have your party. Truth be told, we never give them the party. And they always get a little upset. Sometimes they get a little rowdy and crazy, you know? Almost like we lied to them. And we tell them, no, how would that be possible? Well, you told me if I acted right or did what you told me to do or followed your rules or act the way that I was supposed to in society, you get where I'm going, that things would be a certain way. But it's not. So I'm going to get mad at the people who are wearing the red shirts, and I'm going to be mad at them. Why? Well, probably because they're going to be able to get more favor. I don't know. You can put whatever you want to here and insert it there. Well, why do you want to put that there? Well, you know, you can put that there. You can put whatever name of person, group, whatever you want to. That's the person in the red shirt, right? Not whoever you think is in the red, but that's just the resembleization of that. I hate this song. This song gets on my nerves sometimes. Anyways, So, why do they get to do that? Why are they able to do that? I don't know. Maybe because they're different. Well, I don't like the way that they're handling not being able to get certain things better than I can. So what are you going to go do? Well, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to give them a hard time. We always misdirect our anger to other things that aren't actually involving with us. Whatever, fine. You want to get upset with that? That's fine. We've all been put in that position and we're all facing that. How do you succeed in that? You don't. Well, that's not good. I don't want to hear that. Here's the thing. We all need to hear the hard shit. Running from hard things don't help nobody. But I don't want to deal with it, Mel. I just know you can't. The thing is not to dwell in the hardness. The fact is that you're supposed to just deal with it, acknowledge it, understand it, and then try to move forward. And that's with anything. Anything that anyone's doing, you just got to put a little bit in there. Try, push, succeed, see how it works out for you, and if it does, cool. The thing is that some people just want to have someone, a boogeyman or somebody to blame for things that go wrong, because it's easier to do that than to be able to just say, you know what, I'm just going to take an L on this. You can apply that anywhere you want. You can apply that in finances, relationships, politics if you want to, however you want to. But it's a two-lane street in most cases. Well, politics is a two-lane street. You don't get to talk anymore. Those silly things. Well, what makes you think that you can talk about it? Well, I mean, it is my show. And another thing too is I've been watching this for quite some time, and I've understood the buy-in and all the other things, because why? I mean, I've been around people who are highly intelligent, and I hear about it all the time. Working in different places, you always hear about it. How can I buy you in? How can I buy you in? And I talk about it a lot because I want you guys to understand. Don't give in to strong delusion like that. That's crazy. Always check what's going on, even double check it if you got to, but never just buy into something because everybody else is doing it. Even if I was doing something, you're like, I'll follow you, Mel, I'll go wherever you go, and I say, hey man, this don't seem like a good idea, or if I say, hey, that's a great idea, and you're like, man, I don't feel good about this, Mel, I really don't know, don't buy into it. If you feel like that's a bad deal, don't buy in. But Mel, everybody else is doing it. Well, if I don't buy in, then I'm going to be left out. Okay, that's fine. And then you want to be at a Jim Jones get-together and be the only one alive? I think that's a good thing. If you don't know who that is, take a look. Check that out. That'll show you something. But don't take my word for it, right? I'm not taking his catchphrase, but you get what I'm saying. I think I'm coming across, okay. Am I coming through? Are you receiving me? Is my receiver being received? Are you receiving my information? I am pinging the home shopping network. I want my deep fat fryer removed from my account. I do not want it anymore. I repeat, that deep fat fryer I did not order. That is not mine. I don't know why it's coming from QVC. Womp, womp. Oh, womp, womp. Okay. Loud and clear. Cool, cool, cool. But I don't think that we should all be afraid of the future. I don't. And here's why. Because enjoy your life. Like, the future is, I stopped worrying about the future. What do you mean? Like, I mean, strive to have a future. Like, oh man, I want to be something. Or, oh, I want to go to college. Or, oh, I want to do this. You know, and there's nothing wrong with doing trades either. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, well, I don't want to go to college. I want to do something else. Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy. But find something that's worth something. Don't just be like, oh, well, I just want to show my ankles in the back of my kneecap on OnlyFans. That's not going to last long. I'm sorry, someone's going to have a cuter bend of the knee than you are. You know, someone is going to have a cuter bend of the knee than you are. So, you know, don't sustain on that too long. Well, that's a name I haven't seen in a while. Hello, Sandwich. How are you tonight? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Hope madness is finding you well tonight, or tomorrow, or wherever you are in the world. I don't even know what time it would be where you're at. Maybe it's the next day, because we got a lot of time travelers, you know, that come through. We have a lot of people who go into the future and come back to the past to say hello. I am sick. How are you? Oh, that's not good. I'm doing pretty good. Busy, but doing pretty good. Hate that you're sick. Hope you get better. The sickness found you. Seems like you weren't paying attention and you got caught with no behavior, and you are now full of no. Hopefully the no will get out of your body and you can feel better. I hope you feel better. That sucks, being sick. Being sick is never fun. It's never fun. Because it's like a debilitating thing when you're sick. And what's so bad about it, especially when you're like, man, I feel like I'm okay. And it's all either in your head or in your chest, and you push yourself too hard, and then you're like, oh man, I didn't do well. I've been there before and it sucks. Or the fever, if you have a fever, that sucks. Oh, well, that's not good. Being out of town working and sick is even the worst. Staying at an Airbnb, I got you. Man, that's rough though. Being at an Airbnb, stuck, being sick, that's hard. Like, I don't know. I'm really thinking about that. That's really difficult, you know, because you want to be, if you're going to be sick, you want to be sick at your house, right? You don't want to be somewhere else being sick. Like, nobody wants to deal with that, and it don't matter. Like, you know, well, I'm a man's man. I don't know. Even John Wick would want to be injured and at his own house, but I'll be back home tomorrow. Well, that's good. That's good. At least you get to be in your own bed. You can be sick at home, where, you know, you're gonna be a little bit more comfortable. Not that you should still be sick, but if you are, you can at least be, you know, be in the comfort of your own bed, I guess. And sick at home is better. Yeah, you know. Yeah, because then you know you're home, and nobody wants to be sick somewhere away from, like, you know, things that you enjoy. Plus, also, being in a hospital, you know, that's rough. I've spent some time in the hospital, like a oh man, medical reasons, and it's always the same mess, right? You know, you got nurses, they're doing their jobs, right? My voice is pretty well as I barely told me, slowly getting my voice back. Okay. Well, losing your voice is not good either. Especially if you need to communicate and you're like, you know, because you're sick. And I'm not laughing because you're sick, but you know what I mean. Like, you can't really say anything, so you're all like, my life, you know, and it sucks because other people who aren't sick, they're like, man, what's going on with you, man? Can you just tell me what's happening? Just let me know what you're doing. I don't understand. Like, I can't get what you're trying to say, and I just, you know, it's all these, you ain't saying much, and it's like, man, listen to me. I'm sick. I'm sick, you smooth brain. What did you expect out of me? You know, not that the person that's with you is acting like that, which I hope they're not. If they are, uh-oh. Yeah, that's good. No, I'm good. Yeah, but don't laugh too hard because you might shoot vomit out of your mouth, and that's terrible. You don't want to do that. Laugh a puke. I've done that before. I've laughed a vomit out before. That was really gnarly, but I was drinking also, so that kind of didn't help. That didn't help at all. Nope. Didn't help one bit. I actually just had a flashback of it. No, that was horrible. We had a terrible time. We did not get lift off. We did not collect $200. My coworker is pretty understanding, so that's good. Yeah, that's good that you have a coworker that's understanding. I mean, also they kind of don't have an option, really, right? Because, you know, if you're sick and you can't do anything, I mean, they can't really do anything about that either. So it's kind of a wash at that point. I mean, you know, at least that's how I would look at it. It's like, oh man, this is kind of a wash. Like, what can I do here? Not much. Oh boy, I gotta find the other one. This one's too dark. That's gonna bleed out in the shirt. And I don't want that, but... man. Let's see. As your drawing has been coming along. Oh, they've been doing quite well. I got I'm doing the cover of a coloring book, actually, right now. That's what we're working on tonight, is the cover of that, I'm just calling it augmented, but, you know, is basically like a nod to cyberpunk. So, I got that. I got a bunch of paintings. I'm already in the harder stage that I'm not going to really show because I can't. It takes too much to do. I don't have a setup proper yet because I don't have the room. But if one day I will have the room in the studio to be able to do it. But I can't really show with the video how I'm putting the faces for the skulls and all the detail work for the Terminator painting because it's just too much space. And I gotta clear everything off the desk, and it's a process. But besides that, got a couple of festivals I'm going to, and that's gonna be fun. Hopefully, I can get have some service out there. I might be able to show myself, like stream a little bit, maybe. I'm not sure. Wishful thinking, right? But so far so good. So far, doing all right. Just been very busy. It gets hard trying to do things, and then, you know, being in 30 places at one time is very difficult. That's the funny thing about getting busy sometimes. It's like you're not for a while, or you could be not for a while. You know, my stuff is all seasonal, so, you know, some seasons are the time to get things together, but I don't know. We'll see what happens this year. This is going to be interesting and supposed to be a better turnout at this festival, so we'll see. Oh man, yeah, I like that shirt. Ah, boy, that shirt's on point. Law of the case for yourself, yeah. Yeah, everybody's busy right now. We're all running around. It's such a weird situation. Nobody really knows what the hell's happening anymore. We're all kind of just, everybody's just moving. Everybody's just trying, just moving around. I feel like we're just all, every human being is just frantically moving in place. You know, kind of just like running in place, but nobody's really going anywhere. That's what it feels like. It feels like being on an escalator, but instead of like going up, you're trying to run down and you're just not getting anywhere. That's what it feels like. But that's just a feeling, right? Or is that more to it? Is that a mentality? What is that? Barely been on the Discord server either. Yeah, I could see that. Same. I just, be honest with you, at the time that I'm able to get on the servers, either everybody's off because we're all in different zip codes, area codes, and all of that, or I got so much going on that I don't have the capacity to really do anything. For example, I wanted to play Cyberpunk. I started the game over, wanted to try Corpo. Do you know I sat there for 2 hours with the game just sitting at didn't even launch the game, it just sat there. I didn't even touch it. I turned it on. I'm like, oh, I need to get these tags and some other stuff together. Fine. I did that. And guess what? I never touched it. We are all hamsters in the wheel. Yeah, we're all hamsters in the wheel running, and we're not getting anything in return. Saddest part is that we're not getting anything in return. And some people might be like, "Oh man, you don't know what you're talking about." And I really do feel, if you really reach down deep into yourself, you know what I'm talking about. You know that feeling of, man, what is this? You know, we all have that feeling. You know, we all have that. Everybody that breathes has that feeling. Like, man, this is some shit, right? Like, I'm being had. And everybody's feeling like that. This is really sad. And the worst part about it, I think most human beings are like, nah, I don't want to talk about it like that, because it's hard to accept. It's hard to accept. Man, shit ain't going the way I thought it was. Everything's kind of sucking ass. Well, bootstraps, you know. Running on the wheel trying to survive. We are all trying to survive. You know, we are breathing in the toxic air that is killing us. We are eating and consuming the things that are making us have cancer. We are the plastic children of the future. We are the byproducts of the things that we consume. We are the things that we consume. We are the product. We are the consumption. We are the generation that is the beta test. All of our grandchildren will be the final product. Our ascension to Mars will come with the extinction of the human species. We will become autonomous. There is nothing but the machine. We are not human. We have ascended. We have become the thing that just lingers. We are Borg. And that's where we lose our bodies and we turn into other weird shit, right? And there's some egghead out there that's like, yeah, he knows what he knows exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, I want to do that. These robot enthusiasts. I like robots, but I don't know, man. Everything leads back to people wanting to get rid of their bodies and go to space. I mean, is space any different? Like, would it be any different if anybody was like, man, screw this shit, I want to get out of here and go to space? Okay, cool. So what if it's not what you expect it to be? Well, what do you mean by that, Mel? I mean, what if it's not what you really think? Oh, were you trying to say that space ain't real? No, I'm talking about, like, we don't know everything, and then you out there and you run across something that you never trained for. Well, I could adapt on the fly. I bet you can. I bet you can. I don't know. I think the future's fun. It's going to be fun. And we're all going to be fine. Oh boy, it's 9 o'clock. You know what that means? There we go. Ooh, I like that design. That design's pretty. Shit, that design's nice. But that's not what I need. Anyways, let me see. Can this work? Oh, yeah. That almost looks like my coat. Sleep, no rest. My trick. Oh. Put it all. Up, flex. And no sleep, no rest. Oh. What does it mean? Shots. What do you mean? What does it mean? Shots. I'm confused. What, from the song? Or which shots? Because I was reading something for just a second, so if I missed something, or is it something I said? Because sometimes I'll say, oh, 9 o'clock. What does it mean 9 o'clock? Oh, that means that I'm about to do some, about to redraw a picture from the past out of the book. We're going to the table here in a second. So I'm going to move some things here. Get all this stuff out of the way. There we go. Uh-oh, flashbang time. I can probably cut that down some. There we go. Does that mean drink shots time? I mean, hey, if you got shots, drink shots. I mean, you know, if you're of age, because I know there are some people that watch that are not of age. So, don't take shots. Unless if you're an adult of actual age by state or province or region or domestic allowance of consumption. I don't know, too many damn rules. There. Bingo. I'll finish this up later, but like I said, we got all that's all done. Cool. Now we're gonna go to the table. Uh-oh. Whiplash. Absolutely didn't go nowhere, but just like right here, right? Oh, look, my candle. Let's see. Did I knock this down? I did. I hit this earlier and it acts a fool. Oh, you got to see my shirt. There we go. Okay, so the last time we were here, if I remember this correctly, and it's upside down. So let's see here. Who do we have so far? We've done the Joker. Let's go back here and recap. We got Mr. J here. I know my camera's acting silly. I had to disconnect it and reconnect it, and it's not acting right. So lay off. Then we got Bane. You know, might zoom it back some. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's a calibration thing. I don't know, man. I never know with this stupid camera. There. What do you have here? Shots of kale, lime, garlic, turmeric for me. Would probably be good for for my cold. Yeah, probably some rock candy, some whiskey, and honey would do it too. That would make you sweat it out. Then we got Bane. I did Bane. And I did a little comic strip, but I'm not going to show you guys that because I'm saving that. Now, who are we going to do today? The next one will be probably Oswald Cobblepie. Or the Penguin, right? Now, Penguin's not going to be hard to do, right? You know, it's like, oh, the Penguin, look at him. He's basic, he's simple, right? To a degree. I don't really think I could top what I did there with the Penguin because I took kind of the older style Penguin and put it more of a, you know, today. But I can try to see if we can get something special out of this Penguin. Let's see if we can get this pen to work. Ah, yes, it is. Oh, by the way, I'm not going to sketch either. I'm not going to sketch it. I'm just going to go on ahead and just straight draw it. So, yeah, here we go. There we go. I know C-Man. Yeah, everybody knows that silly guy. That man. Old C-Man. There we go. All right, there we go. So, go down. Yeah, that was fun. Uh-oh. Is the cartridge running dry? Oh no. That's not good. Oh boy. There we go. Whew. I need to shake this up, but I don't want it to spew all over the place, right? So I like using a calligraphy pen because it's a little bit, I don't know, for me it works out a little bit better, but some people it may not. You know, everybody has to use what they like to use. Can't, you know, what works for me may not work for you, but if it does, hey, cool, you know? So We're gonna upgrade him and give him a different type of gun. I think we're gonna give the Joker, not the Joker, geez. We're gonna give him maybe like a Uzi or something like that. Maybe I'm thinking maybe a assault rifle. I'm changing the song. Nah, it's better than nothing. I guess I'll deal with this. Why do you listen to all that drone and sound and music? Because my brain is always on 5 million, right? I'm always hearing screams and voices. No, I don't hear screams and voices. But I do listen to a lot of like industrial music. So I'm always hearing clanging, banging, and all that stuff. So sometimes I like a little bit subtle approach with the music. There we go. But I never asked a question, Mel. Well, you know what? I just go on ahead and do it so that way it saves us both time. See, Penguin's very easy to draw. You just draw a dude in a suit with a monocle and a gun. I mean, there ain't much really going on with the Penguin besides just that. I mean, I guess you could draw him being, you know, like, if you wanted to do the Tim Burton one, I suppose, or if you wanted to give him more emphasis of him being a gangster, I suppose. But I just don't see no extra purpose here, except for, you know, if I wanted to, but... Where are you? Where are you? Where am I? I'm here. What do you mean, where am I? Like, where? Oh, you're talking about me not talking? Oh, I'm sorry. I ran out of, I don't know what else to talk about. That isn't too crazy, you know, because I don't want to run anybody off, because, you know, I'm always talking about wild, crazy things, right? So, kind of toned it down a little bit, but hey, I think we are almost done. Look at that. I ain't gonna lie, we did get to the end of the show basically, and I did finish this. I mean, yeah, literally I did. Yeah. And all I gotta do here is and stripe it up. There you go, Mr. Oswald Cobblepot with your nifty difty shoes. There we are. Alright, oh. I need a difference between the two. Well, too much ink came out, so I'm going to have to fix that later. But not tonight. You know why? Because we're done for tonight. Oh, no. You guys were having a good time, weren't you? Oh, boy. You know what sucks is when we have to do this part of the show. Oh, jeez. Man. Damn. That always sucks. You know, not 30 comes so fast. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed the show tonight. I know that we're almost done. We got like a couple of minutes. It's like, Mel, we got like 5 or 6 more minutes. 4 minutes. Exactly. But I hope you guys enjoyed what we were working on today, and I hope you enjoyed the conversation. And if you like what you see and you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Also at the top, we have the Discord link. You know, that's where we share art and we communicate with each other. And please do not come in there thinking that you're going to troll. We got some really crazy people in there and you won't do well. So please don't do that. We're here to have a good time. Okay? Maybe not for a long time, but we're trying to have a good time. So please don't come in there being an ass bag. Just thought I'd let you know. But that's also a good way for you to be able to share your work and be able to see what everybody's doing, and as well, you can share your art, because we don't try to beat down on anybody depending on your skill level. We all start somewhere. We all start at some point. Because the madman taught himself, and everybody can teach themselves, or if you have training, that's cool too. We're here just to embrace the madness that is art. And before I go, today I have a motivational word for you guys. Oh boy, here we go. So, this is my motivational word for you. I got it. Every time you do anything, do the best at everything you do. Because anything you do that you don't do the best that you can do is not worth doing. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty good. Yeah, that was a good word of the day. Anyways, I will see you guys Sunday. Okay? Sunday, I'm probably going to be streaming a little bit longer, right? I'm probably going to go a little bit longer because I need to get some of these paintings done, so I'm going to be working overtime. So, if you come to the show on Sunday, I will probably be there. Please have some questions and things to talk about because, you know, it's fun when we get to talk and jabber and chat. So, have some questions and also throw them into the Discord. If you are a part of the Discord, throw your questions of what you want Mel to talk about, or if you have a topic you want to talk about, that's fine. But remember, we are on YouTube, so these guys like to do things. So let's try not to upset the Overlord, the AI, or the new cyber god that they're trying to create. I'm not going down that route. Anyways, I'll see you Sunday. Bye!